This is the whole wheat type.
No, I think this one, yeah. Thank you.